What's up, YouTube? This is Nate from Thriftdweller, and you are watching Kid Shoryuken on YouTube. Well, obviously I'm not him, but you're watching his channel. Shoryuken! Wouldn't it be funny if I went like this, like, Shoryuken, which is totally not what it is? Yeah, keep watching. What's up, YouTube? This is Nate from Thriftdweller, and I'm taking over Kid Shoryuken's channel for one video, probably the first and maybe the only episode of HeadButt Coffee you'll ever see. A video blog, a nice warm cup of shut the hell up. Thank you very much, Kid Shoryuken, for letting me do this on your channel. We normally don't do video blogs often, so this is kind of a nice way for me to test it out on someone else's channel, I guess. The reason I wanted to do a video like this was, I mentioned it before on our Facebook page, is that I'm feeling very disconnected from the YouTube community. Like, if you compare it to Season 2 last year of Thriftdweller, like our channel on YouTube, we were on YouTube like a lot. I made 2 videos a week, and they were like freshly squeezed videos. They were like, they were pretty up to date, and we were almost on YouTube probably every other day, responding to comments and everything like that. But just this year, real life stuff and all my side projects. We'll be getting into more of that later, but it's just been difficult to be on YouTube as much as we were last year. So I made the comment that I'm feeling a little disconnected. And one of the ways I think that I can remedy that is to do video blogs. Why did I call this HeadButt Coffee? I like coffee. And sometimes I call myself E-Honda. If nothing else, it's because I'm a big guy. What did I want to talk about today? Okay. I did mention about my side projects and real life stuff. I can't speak for Lester too much, but personally for me, 2 big things happening for me this year. The biggest one, I would have to say, is that in July, my wife will be giving birth to my first child, which I'm super psyched about. Who'd have thunk it, right? Like, I've known my wife since we were in grade 4. I've had a crush on her forever, and I married her, and we're actually having a kid. Funny enough, I didn't screw that up. But how does that relate to my retro video game collecting? I don't know. In my mind, I think I'm going to slow down, but to me, I've been slowing down for the past couple months already. Not necessarily not buying anything. Like, I'm still buying stuff, but the second thought is there. Like, I'm not filling up too much on shelf padding stuff. But we'll see what happens. You might see a decrease in pickup videos on my channel. Second biggest thing I mentioned about real life stuff. One of the goals I had for last year's Season 2 on Thriftdweller was to make my city's, first retro video game convention. And I guess you could say I'm doing it. I'm doing the first steps. We're hosting, and well, not me, but we are hosting a retro video game event in support of our city's longest running homeless shelter. I truly respect this homeless shelter. I'm not going to name its name just because I didn't get the permission yet to do it here. But they've been around for over 100 years in the city of Winnipeg. And I really respect them because they're probably the only homeless shelter that I know of that won't turn down anybody. I'm fulfilling one of my goals, which I'm really happy about. Lester and I actually this year have been all about goals. Lester's doing his real life stuff. I don't want to talk for him, but he's fulfilling some of his goals in life. And I am too. Having a baby, and I'm helping out my city of Winnipeg. I've been pretty fortunate. So if anybody's interested, check it out on Facebook, facebook.com/RetroGamersWinnipeg or RetroGamersWinnipeg.blogspot.com. Okay, recently I finished a sub-collection. If you don't follow my channel, you might not know this, but within every console I'm collecting, there's also these subsets, just like little goals inside of, like, if you're trying to collect a complete PS2 collection, there are little things inside of it that you can collect. Some of the notable ones that I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get a complete PS2 Capcom collection, just because I love Capcom. I'm trying to complete a Fighter's Edge collection for the PS1, but smaller than that, I've recently completed Clock Tower, North American release. If you've never heard of Clock Tower, it's a survival horror game in the truest sense. You don't kill anything. The first one that came out was not in North America, actually. Came out on the Super Famicom. You're escaping the clutches of Scissorman. Came out, you can get it now on Tidewalk Games or any reproduction carts. But, in terms of North American release, I got them all now. The toughest one to find was Clock Tower 2. I didn't pay, what was that, $60 for that thing. I paid probably with trades $10, $15. And the easiest one to get really is Clock Tower 3 for the PS2. So my goal right now is to get the reproduction cart for the Super Famicom. So if you don't watch my channel, you won't know, but I have this thing in my brain where I can't start a series unless I have like all of them. It's funny though, if you look at Xenosaga, I recently found like 1, 2, and 3 for the PS2. For people who don't know, it's an 80-hour RPG, okay? And I think 36 hours into part 1, I said, okay, this is so fucking long. I don't think I could finish this game, so I didn't. Yeah, man, I have 1, 2, and 3, and I don't know if I'm going to keep them because I don't have the urge to play them anymore. It's funny enough, though. Like, back in the day, I guess, in grade 7, 8, and 9, I had a whole summer I could dedicate to RPGs, but now I probably turned into, like, the most superficial gamer there is. I've grown an appreciation for arcade-type video games. Like, I'll love to play a game of NFL Blitz, basically because it only takes 4 minutes to complete a whole game. This might spoil a pickup video that I'm doing on my own channel, but what the heck. I went out with Ian Beardman from Thriftdweller, and I picked up 3 games for 20 bucks. Sega Genesis games, probably one of the underrated retro video game consoles right now. You can get some really good titles for it for cheap. But yeah, this lady, she usually gives me this for 5 bucks. I don't know why she didn't want to give me 5 bucks for these. So, Dungeons and Dragons Warriors of the Eternal Sun. The most, I guess, valuable or rarest game in that bundle is Cat Ash with a C for the Sega Genesis. I saw this and I'm like, I think this is like a Rarity 5. And the game that really caught my eye was Shining in the Darkness, part of the Shining Force series. I'm not sure whether this came out before Shining Force 1 or after, but now I guess you can say I have the entire Shining Force collection on the Sega Genesis, and I can play it now, which is funny enough, right? Oh, shoot. Now I'm just, you know what? I'm just thinking now, I want to get all of them for the Sega Saturn. There was 3. I have Shining the Holy Ark, and I think I'm missing Shining Wisdom and Shining Force 3, which are the hardest ones to get on the Sega Saturn. Damn you, Michael B. the Game Genie! You found them! 64-Bit Matthew on YouTube. He's away on vacation, though, so he might not have a video anytime soon. Limestone Gamer. Been watching a lot of him recently. 24-Bit Gamer from my hometown. He's actually the co-chair of Retro Gamers Winnipeg, funny enough. Really good guy. I did a video with him. Check that out. Michael B. the Game Genie, obviously. Been watching that. EdT1138 every Friday night. Check him out. Oh, and sad note, Keeb the Joking Gamer. He was part of the Newfoundland video game podcast. He had a channel on YouTube as well. He passed away recently of natural causes, and you know it's not cool. Obviously, someone in our community passes away like that. You know, he made me laugh a few times on YouTube, so thank you very much. Happy to say that on video, and yeah, man. Hopefully, you're enjoying all those awesome video games in heaven. Season 3 on Thriftdweller, still kicking ass. Bah! Hadouken! You know, Hadouken is not a fireball. I think it loosely translates to wave palm hand technique or something like that. Kid Shoryuken will confirm this, of course, but people always call it a fireball because I guess it looks like a fireball, but it's not. It's actually a holiday here in the great province of Manitoba north of the border. It's called Louis Riel Day. It's a statutory holiday, so a lot of people had the day off. I didn't, because I work in the medical field, so I have to work. But happy Louis Riel Day to everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to Kid Shoryuken if you haven't yet. We miss you, buddy. We've been waiting for you to come back. The first and last edition of HeadButt Coffee. So that's it, really. I got nothing else to say.